Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to give our friends over at GOG some shine as they have dropped the second wave of their mods that are available for free. They've got some big ones, and I love what GOG is doing. These little things, I do feel like, differentiate themselves as another storefront on the market. So we'll go over the mods that are available, and they've got a lineup of upcoming mods, one that I think will be a massive release. So we'll talk about that, and they do have a massive sale going on right now, the Back to School 2025 sale. A ton of deals are available as a part of that, so we'll get to that in a little bit. But first of all, GOG does have a new lineup of mods that are available right now. You've got probably the biggest to me, the Stalker Anomaly mod, Diablo 1 HD mod, Ashes 2063, GMDX, Keeper FX, Real RTCW, and SWAT Elite Force. Stalker Anomaly is for the original Stalker games. Welcome to the most complete and immersive Stalker experience yet. Stalker Anomaly is a free standalone mod built on the 64-bit X-Ray engine, reinvigorated and enhanced to deliver the definitive survival sandbox in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Whether you walk the dust-choked roads of garbage, stalk anomalies in Jupiter, or run clandestine operations under the cover of Pripyat's ruins, Anomaly reshapes what a survival shooter can be: open-ended, brutal, and richly atmospheric. A living, breathing zone, 32 unique maps from across Stalkers, Shadows of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat, seamlessly stitched into one interconnected, explorable world. Smart terrain and AI systems built bring the zone to life. Mutants hunt in packs, factions seize control of territories, and combat is dynamic, unpredictable, and deadly. Day and night and weather cycles with visual and audio enhancements and immersions pushing it to its limits. Choose your path story mode, a rich, lore-friendly campaign that bridges the Stalker timeline and offers multi-faction perspective. Sandbox mode, drop the narrative and shape your own legend, trade, raid, survive, or die trying. Warfare mode, join your chosen faction in an all-out territorial warfare across the zone. Bases fall, frontline shift, and chaos reigns. You've got a hardcore survival, modular freedom, as well as survival mechanics, equipment degradation, and then scavenging and crafting. Anomaly comes with hundreds of built-in settings to let you tweak your experience right out the box. For more advanced adjustments, additional add-ons and packs are also compatible, offering even more than what the core settings provide. But yeah, that is available for free. I wanted to go over that since that is the most notable one. Unfortunately, Stalker, the original games, did have their prices juiced up to like $19.99 a pop because they dropped the Ultimate Edition, or the Upgraded Edition. I don't think it's called the Ultimate Edition, but you get the idea. They enhance the games, and they also up the price points, and they don't go on sale, at least as steeply as before. If you had the original releases, they were free upgrades, but yeah, it is what it is. You've also got the Diablo 1 HD mod, Ashes 2063, GMDX, Keeper FX, Real RTCW, SWAT Elite Force, and then upcoming mods include Elder Scrolls Skyblivion, so that's a big mod that people have been waiting on for quite a while. Batten down the hatches once that comes out. I think that'll be a major release. Even with Oblivion getting a remaster, I think there's still going to be a lot of inherent interest in that. On top of that, you do have Fallout London, which I feel like the fact you can one-click install Fallout London, and they even call it Fallout London One-Click Edition, which I love it, because that's one of those mods that a lot of people want to go through, but, you know, some people are afraid of the modding process. I feel like when you hear about Fallout London One-Click Edition available on GOG, that's a literal element that draws people into GOG. I don't even think that's hyperbolic. Yeah, so good to see GOG continuing to do a lot of great things, and I really feel like they've you know, made themselves an alternative in the PC gaming market space, and that's what you gotta do more than anything. I think you have to make yourself an alternative, not a competitor to Steam head-to-head, but an alternative where they have a different identity, a different mission, so to speak. I think they're doing a really good job with that, so there you go with that. Also, we do have a major sale right now on GOG, the Back to School 2025 sale. Thousands and thousands of deals. They note over 7,500 gaming bargains with GOG's Back to School sale. You know, a lot of the typical deals: Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition for $9.99. I mean, that's never gonna be a bad deal, but like at this point, I feel like the majority of you guys own it. But yeah, Witcher 3 is outstanding. Doom 2016 for $3.99 is a tremendous deal. Love Doom 2016. I played all of the Doom games, and I really like Dark Ages as well. I know some people are not as high on Dark Ages, but, you know, Doom 2016 for $3.99, I mean, Dark Ages is like $70, so, like, if you've never played any of the Doom games, go to Doom 2016, $3.99 on that is quite good. Cyberpunk 2077 for $21, you guys know how I feel about that game. I glazed that game non-stop. And I've said before, I think Cyberpunk, as far as the world is concerned, has the higher ceiling than Witcher at this point. I think that world in Cyberpunk is absolutely outstanding, and I think with 2077 we really only scratched the surface. There's so many different avenues you can go in terms of exploring that world. So yeah, highly recommend that game. One of my favorites in the last decade or so. RoboCop Rogue City Alex Murphy Edition is $5.99. You know, whenever that game gets that cheap, it's easy to give it a recommendation. I mean, it only came out like 2 years ago, it being down to $6, and the Alex Murphy Edition gives you a couple of bonus items as well, in-game items, so check that out. Definitely a good pickup there for $5.99. Have a gander at that. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, $15.99. Again, one-click install for Fallout London, so good pickup there. And Fallout 4 is a solid game. I know some people were disappointed by it, and it's kind of crazy to think that this year will be a decade since Fallout 4 came out, but I vividly remember the reveal of Fallout 4, E3 of 2015. I think it was right before E3 of 2015, actually. Everybody kind of knew it was in development, but then it got revealed and instantly became one of the most anticipated games of, or really the most anticipated upcoming game. You know, at that point, like, Call of Duty was still huge, but you get the idea. And I think most people just thought the game didn't live up to expectations and the hope, but it was still a solid game. It was still a really, really well done open world title. Yes, obviously had its jank to it, but that's Bethesda for you. And I think a lot of people would agree that Fallout 4 was Bethesda's last truly great game. You know, and given the fact it was 8 years in between Fallout 4 and Starfield, like, yo, they've only had, Starfield was a miss, Fallout 76 was a miss initially, although it's gotten a lot better, but yeah, Bethesda's one of those studios that I think a lot of people would consider washed at this point, but it is what it is. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 Gold Edition is $52. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition, $16.49 on that. Shadow of War, Middle-earth Shadow of War, that is $5.99 for that. Frostpunk Game of the Year Edition, $5.38 on that. That is a banger of a deal. That'll go a little bit under the radar, but I definitely recommend that. Excellent, excellent deal. Disco Elysium, the final cut, $9.99. I know Zaum is working on a brand new game, but also Zaum, and as far as everything that went on with the release of Disco Elysium and how they treated the original developers, you know, I'm sure that's one of those developers a lot of people don't want to support, but you know, I'm not here to break down that situation. What I do know is Disco Elysium is a fantastic game, and I highly recommend it for $9.99. Think it's a great pickup, so check that out. Plague Tale Requiem is $17.49. Good pickup there, but definitely play Plague Tale Innocence first. Warhammer 40k Space Marine, $9.99 on that. Really good deal there, 75% off. Enjoyed Space Marine 1 quite a lot. Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon is 10% off for $40.49. I played that just based on a lot of people talking it up, and I get why people like it. That is very much like a double A game. You can really see it's a little bit rough around the edges, and I think some people will find that a little bit charming, but yeah, I just thought it was an okay RPG. I didn't think it was blow away, and the issue I have is that there are so many games of that ilk, of the Tainted Grail, like, style, open world RPG, good bit of content, that, you know, the standards are set really high, and I didn't gravitate towards that game as much as a lot of other people and get invested into it as much as a lot of other people. I also heard deeper into the game, like, the subsequent, like, latter portion of the game, it's not, as strong as the early portion of the game. I did think the setting was really cool, but ultimately, I would say that's a game sub $20, maybe once it's in a humble bundle, something like that. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Mech Warrior 5 is on sale. Manor Lords is on sale. The Altars is 10% off. Pretty cool game there. That came out this year. Witcher 2, $2.99. Fear Platinum, $1.99. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, the original, $9.99 on that. We'll see how that sequel turns out. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a new slew of mods has rolled out. Stalker Anomaly, in my opinion, at the helm of that, but some cool stuff all around, and some great PC game deals, GOG game deals over at GOG's site, the Back to School sale, so definitely check that out. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.